Hello and welcome to today's session. I'm Nina Kovac and I will present you Slovenia in our culture. Welcome to the sunny side of Alps and let's get to know Slovenia and our culture. So here are some basic facts. Slovenia is located at crossroads of the Balkan Peninsula, South and Central Europe. We have 4 neighboring countries, Italy, Austria, Hungary and Croatia. There's almost 21 square kilometers of the land that we have, and there's 2.1 million of us. The capital is Ljubljana, and you're currently in the second largest city, that is Maribor. Official language is Slovene, that is part of South Slavic language group, and Slovene has 8 major dialects and 32 sub-dialects. So even if you learn Slovene and you have a feeling that you don't know our language, don't worry, you just probably hear one of the sub-dialects. We have 7 traditional regions that are part of our cultural heritage, and we are independent since 1991 and part of EU since 2004. The head of state is the president, currently is that Nataša Pirc-Musar. And the holder of the executive power in Slovenia is headed by the Prime Minister, that is currently Robert Golob into 2024. As mentioned, Slovenia has 7 regions. These are divided on 212 municipalities. 11 of those municipalities have the status of urban municipality, and this means that they are economical and cultural centers of these places. I mentioned 7 regions. Here on picture you see also the 12 statistic regions, and each region has its own stereotypes, culture, dialect, it has its own traditions, food and customs. And if we say really basically, that 8 dialect groups are also connected to all of these regions. And this is why we kind of tend to be quite local patriots. So let's look a bit at our geography. We are a geographically diverse country. 4 major European geographic regions meet in Slovenia: the Alps, the Dinarics, the Pannonian Plain, and the Mediterranean Sea. So the mountain, the Alps, we have Julian Alps, Kamnik-Savinja Alps, Karavanka chain, and Pohorje Massif. Maribor is under Pohorje Massif, so you're quite welcome to go and explore Pohorje. It's also a really good place to go and ski. We have only 47 kilometers of coastline, but it's very beautiful, so also take time and visit there. Maybe one of the most interesting part is karst. This is limestone region with underground rivers and caves. And one of the most known is Postojna cave, so go and visit if you have a chance. And in Prekmurje in the east, you have Pannonian Plain, and there is essentially flat landscape. So as you can see, for such a small country, we have basically everything: mountains, sea, underground cave systems. So yeah, there's more than enough things to explore. We have rich history, and historically, we are on the crossroad of Slavic, Germanic, and Romance languages and cultures. And through the territory in the past, we were part of many different states. I will not read every one of that, so maybe the most influential were Austrian Empire and then Austro-Hungarian Empire. Worth mentioning is also that in October of 1918, we confounded the state of Slovenes, Croats and Serbs. And then in December of 1918, they merged with the Kingdom of Montenegro and Kingdom of Serbia, and that became the Kingdom of Yugoslavia, and then later become Yugoslavia, that you probably most known of all the historical countries that were part of Balkan. And in the June of 1991, we declared independence, so we are quite a young country, but yeah, with rich history. Main ethnicity is Slovene. There's 83% of us, and there are other ethnicities present. The biggest are ethnicity of Serbs, Croatians, Romani, and then you have Hungarian, Italian population that have status of minority. We have Roman Catholic as the main religion. There is also one group, mainly on the east of the country, that is mainly Protestant. But we are open in our beliefs, so you will often see that through our religious costumes and through our religious holidays, you will see traditional pagan customs and rituals. Even though the official religion is Roman Catholic, there is 50 officially registered religious group or sects in Slovenia. And despite the secularism, many public holidays are also religious nature. So yeah, we combine all this together through our everyday life. We have very rich cultural and natural heritage that is from folklore to art, traditional food, customs, everyday habits. In the picture, we can see kurent. This is traditional mask that comes from the city and its surrounding city of Ptuj. And you can see this live during the Pust Carnival. This is the era between winter and spring, and the custom is that we call the spring and ending the winter. This is one of the traditions of old pagan religious natures that we still keep today. Yeah, we have rich culture and rich history, natural and cultural heritage. So here are some examples just to taste, because we could speak about this stuff for hours. So if you go from the left upper side, we have our own dragons, or also known as human fish. This is a native species to Slovenia, and you can find it in Postojna cave. So one more reason why to visit it. Next to it, we have France Prešeren. He is one of our biggest poets, and 7th stanza of his poem Zdravljica, which means cheers, is also our national anthem. Food. Every region has rich tradition with various food. On the picture you see putica. This is one of the traditional sweets. You have putica, you have prekmurska gibanica, you have strudel, so the best is homemade. So if you go and visit your colleagues at home, ask them to prepare you something homemade. We breed, one of the things that we breed is music. You probably heard about Laibach. This is one of our most famous, most internationally successful music group. There is also quite popular in Slovenia is folk music, like you will probably hear Golica, so this is a folk music song from the ensembles. Right below you have some people in national costume. So during the folklore festivals or national holidays, you will see people dressed in national folklore costumes. They will also perform traditional dances and so on. The horse you see is also one of the native species in Slovenia. It's Lipicanec. Just don't ask Austrians, because we are in fight whose it is. And also, as I said, we have a rich art history. On the picture in the left bottom corner is Ivana Kobilca, the most famous Slovenian woman painter, and one of the most successful painter in our history also. This is just a taste, so I invite you to explore more on your own. So studying and living in one country does not mean just knowing all the basic facts, all the geographical facts, but also dealing with people. So Slovenes are very family oriented. We are hospitable, we are diligent, hardworking, humble, honest, but also kind and cheerful. But we tend to be cold at the beginning. But don't give up too quickly. When we get to know you a little bit better, we let you into our inner circle. So then you're basically ours forever. So don't give up too soon. So if you need to get us to warm up, one of the ways in is talk about sport. We are a very sport-oriented nation, either by hobby or by supporting our sportsmen. We like hiking, mountain climbing, cycling, skiing, athletics, basketball, football. So if you have just either start talking about this stuff, or if you have chance participate in any of these activities, and you're good. We will warm up to you very soon. So there's a lot of invisible facts. Invisible facts are customs, habits of the nation that usually the inhabitants are not used to it, are not aware of it, not used to it. And if to know more about this, to get to know a little bit the stereotypes, you can find on these links below. So to make matters of knowing each other a little bit smoother, here are some tips how to do, especially first meeting. So when we meet someone for the first time, we usually greet them with a handshake and a welcoming smile. Also, we maintain eye contact. And when we just meet someone, especially if someone we don't know, that it's older than us, that is also, for example, professor, the officials at the municipality and so on, we use vikanje, so-called polite form, formal form of communication. In Slovenian, this is plural form of first grammatical person. Why is this important? Even though Slovenian people will very soon invite you to use informal form, tikanje, if you just at the meeting, especially older people or officials, talk with them in informal form, they tend to see you as rude, and we know that this can be problematic. So just to be on the safe side, when you meet someone, use polite forms, use vikanje. Also, Slovenians exchange gifts with family and close friends at Christmas and birthdays. So you can expect that also that you will get some of that. But it's our mentality that the cost doesn't count, it's the thought that counts, so something small, symbolic, to show a person that you thought of them. Also important, when you're invited to someone's home, we bring small gift. This is flowers, coffee, wine, something small for the host. And it's good to arrive within the 5 minutes of the scheduled time or on time, just to show respect, because Slovenian people does not like to be late. And also, it's customary to take off your shoes at the front door and change into slippers. Host will provide you with that, so yeah, no shoes indoors. And when you're saying goodbye, expect a long goodbye, because host will usually escort the guest to the car. But this will also be together with a long talk and continuing talking. So be prepared to say a long goodbye at the door and then at the car. When you will visit someone's home, you will be offered good homemade baked goods and also good homemade food. And usually you will also be, you will left with some leftovers. This is part of our hospitality. So don't be afraid to visit just remember to bring some small gift, be on time, and don't forget a patience with a long goodbye. So this is all for today. Thank you for your attention. I hope I piqued your interest and that you will explore our Slovenia even more.